Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome students to meeting 2 of this course analysis word course. I hope that you have already done your task 1, the assignment 1, and you have already filled up the G form. And if you had done that, you may actually learn more from model answer I have given you here. You may pause this video and then get the barcode scanned, and then perhaps matching your answer with this model answer, so you can know exactly whether you do it right or not. So let's get going. Last meeting we learned that analysis must include evidence from the text, but many students still make another mistake, right? They identify features correctly, but then they stop there. They list the features without explaining their functions or meaning. And today we are going to fix that problem, okay? So before get going, this is a very common student's answer. A student identifies the word they as a reference item and then stops there. There's no follow-up, right? Technically, the identification is correct, but analysis is still missing, right? So what you have to do, and what is the problem there? The problem is not on the identification itself. The problem lays on that there's no explanation that can answer or that can explain what the reference word does in the sentence, right? Or why it matters. Without interpretation, the analysis remains incomplete. Okay, so why this is failed? Because there's no explanation of that function, no explanations of meaning, and no interpretation. Okay, so from now on, identifying a feature is only the first step. The real analysis, it should move through 3 stages. The first, identify the feature, and then explains its function, and finally explain its meaning or effect. That is the basic structure of this course analysis. Okay, let's get going. So what is the reference word? The reference words point to something else in the text. In this course analysis, it should be refer to something else in the text. But here in this course analysis, we are not only interested in grammar. We want to know what these references connect and how they shape meaning. Okay, now let's analyze this example step by step. This is the example, right? The vendors are increasing. They create congestion. Then pay attention not only to the reference word, okay, they, but also to the meaning created by the connection. Okay, this one. Step 1 first, we identify the feature. The word they function as a reference item because it points to another element in the text, right? Okay. Step 2, we explain the function. The word they refer back to vendors. This creates cohesion because the second sentence is connected to the first. Okay, I guess that you begin to connect one information with the other informations, right? And then at this point you begin to understand. Okay, moving forward to the step 3. In step 3 we explain the meaning created by this connection. So the reference word is they, right? That word links vendors, okay, directly to the problem. It is congestion. Okay, as a result the text creates a negative representation of the vendors. Okay, so the complete analysis is just like this. We identify the feature, explain its function, and explain the meaning created by the connection. This is no longer simple identification. This is discourse analysis, right? So you have the feature, they refer to, they as reference, and then they, the function of they is referring to the vendors, and then the meaning is that reference words link vendors to congestions. Okay, that's the complete analysis. Let's moving on, everyone. So cohesion devices is not only reference, right? There are 3 at this display, right? There is reference, repetition, and then conjunctions. Okay, the question is, what do they do? So the first reference is only one example that we have already discussed, right? Of reference is only one example of cohesions. Other cohesion devices include repetition and conjunction. But remember, your task is not to list them. Your task is to explain what they do in the text. Okay? Your task is not to list them. Your task is to explain what they do in the text. Okay? Now look at the repetitions. The phrase illegal vendors appears repeatedly. In this course analysis, repetition is never treated as random. We must ask why the writer keeps repeating the same word. Here, repetition creates emphasis, but more importantly, it reinforces a particular representation. Repeating the word illegal strengthens the negative image associated with the vendors. So we come to the course rule again. This leads to another important rule in this course. If you only identify the feature without explaining its function or meaning, then the answer is still incomplete. Identification alone is not analysis yet. Okay, now this is your worksheet as usual. Get the barcode scanned, and then it will direct you to the GForm. GForm is the your worksheet, right? In your worksheet, you will practice the full analytical process. First, identify the feature, then explain its function, and finally explain the meaning or effect created in the text. Okay? As usual, I hope that you do the task directly after watching these videos. I hope that directly doing the task will reinforce your understanding, yeah. Okay, so from now on, every feature you identify must be explained. Don't stop at naming linguistic items. Real discourse analysis begins when you explain how language creates meaning. Okay everyone, that's all for today meeting. I hope that you can watch the video once, twice, or 3 times until you get the point, and then directly do the task, to reinforce your understanding, just what I said before, right? Okay, see you on the next meeting. Bye bye.